The first game of the Super Fours of Asia Cup 2023 will see Pakistan playing at home against Bangladesh. This match will be played at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. Remember, Pakistan, their batting wasn't tested in that game against India. It was a rain. It was a completely washed out game. No second innings in that match. Pakistan's batting wasn't tested. Let's pull up their squad graphic. In fact, they've announced their 11, and the only change they've made, Zach, is Mohammad Nawaz has gone out,
and Fahim
Ashraf, the pace bowler, has come in.
Yes, against the Bangladesh, you're looking to just add that extra seamer to your lineup. That's the thought process. But Pakistan have been trying to stick to the process.
Yep.
They've been announcing their squad well early, giving their players enough time to prepare, and also trying to send that positive signal that we are very assured of what we want to do, what we want to achieve. So that's one different thing which you're seeing from Pakistan.
Yep.
And the kind of cricket also they've been playing, you've seen what Shaheen has done with the ball. He's so good with the new ball, swinging that delivery back into the right hander, bowling at that pace. Haris Rauf has been very good with the pace again, bowling 145 clicks consistently. So these are the things which they will want to just lean on. Babar would want to continue with his form with the bat, and Pakistan on the whole have been playing consistent cricket, so they would just want to continue with that.
This move to get Nawaz out seems more purely like a tactical move, isn't it, John?
Absolutely. I think they have a lot of left-handers. There are a lot of left-handers in the Bangladesh top six. So they'll be looking at them. Of course, Shanto's not there, but you have lots of other left-handers there. Shakib's there. So they'll be looking at themselves and saying that let's not do it. Let's not risk him against this kind of an attack. And also, I think they also want to give Fahim Ashraf a run, because I think he's going to be an important part of their plans coming the World Cup forward. But it just takes me to a time when at one time Pakistan team, you didn't know who the captain was for the next day. Now you know the 11 the night before. And I think it's fantastic, because the era of Babar Azam, they might have been teams in the past which were even more talented. But I think this is a very calm team. This is a team that plays really well together. And this is a team where I love the fact that everyone sleeps at night knowing whether he's playing or not playing. It's very important.
Yep. From Bangladesh's point of view, they won their last game against Afghanistan by 89 runs. But there's a huge blow. Shanto will not be playing in this game. He's gone back home. Hamstring trouble, I've been told. Approximately how much time does it take to recover? Depends on the grade of the tear.
I'm no doctor, but I think depending on the grade of the tear.
I think you have a bit of
slightly better.
I have a bit of experience around that, but I think I know the hamstrings are tricky. So if 3 to 6 weeks, anywhere around that time,
could be a huge
if
blow.
It's a tear, of course.
Yeah. Well, the other positive though is that Liton Das comes back and he's recovered from his fever, and this is what the squad is looking like. Ibadat Hussain and Najmul Hussain Shanto in the red. That means they won't be available. Liton Das would come in. As you can see, his name in black, though it could be in green tomorrow. If Liton Das does come in, Joy, what would your top 5, top 6 look like?
So I think the moment Liton comes in, you have to open. Okay. The Mehdi Hasan experiment really worked for them. So Mehdi Hasan, they'll probably stick there. Put in Tawhid is there coming in at 3. Okay. Then at 4, you have a situation where now Mohammad Naeem, who was there, comes in at 4.
Yep.
Because what they want is Shakib still to remain at 5 to control the game and see what situation it is.
Yep.
If they are 80 for 2, 85 for 2, or 120 for 2, Shakib may come in at 4. It all depends on the situation. But Shakib at 5, then Mishfiqur at 6, then you have the all-rounders coming again. So I think this is again, they play to a particular formula, and while they will miss Shanto, Liton is a very important part of their plans, and Liton is a vital player for them, especially for the World Cup as well. So it's really good for them to have, if this situation had not happened, maybe he wouldn't have got a run in this tournament, which would have been a pity. Now he's there, I think it's worked out well for them.
Yes, Liton Das is the highest run getter for Bangladesh in this World Cup cycle. What about the bowling? Do they bring in Mustafizur if he is feeling okay for his experience against a much better Pakistani side? Can they bring him in place of Hassan Mahmood possibly?
Yeah, should be. I think that's one change which they will be debating hard for sure. He's an experienced bowler, so that is always going to be of help when you're playing, especially against a team like Pakistan. So that's something which will be there. Tashkin Ahmed has been very impressive. He's been bowling those hard lengths very well. And Shakib, one thing you've seen with him, if you put runs on board, he will always make a match out of that. With that experience, he will use his resources well. He will try and create that kind of pressure on the opposition, which he's been good with. So it's very important that Bangladesh gets runs against the big teams. So when they're playing against Pakistan, when they're playing against India, I think it's going to be very important for their batters to take that responsibility and make sure that the team gets to a total which can put opposition under pressure.
Yep.
I'm going to say something out of left field, but just there's one other thought that I have. I know Mehdi Hasan Miraj has got a century in the last match, but that's a century where they had a match where they had to score a big total and restrict the other team. That was their need. They needed a big win because they had lost by so much to Sri Lanka. Given the fact of the quality of the Pakistan bowlers they'll be facing, there just might be a chance that they say that, okay, we'll keep Mohammad Naeem, who's a much more classical batsman, and Liton Das up front, and push Miraj back to where he normally plays. That's also a possibility, because just given him the situation that, this is Fazal Haq Farooqi is a good bowler, but, he's not Shaheen Afridi, he's not Naseem Shah, and he's not Haris Rauf.